Welcome to my super fun but serious PD series. This is episode 666 on nutrition. If you've watched my 665 other episodes, you've probably noticed one thing. I'm an expert. What makes me an expert, other than these glasses, is that I'm a university student. That means I've read multiple textbooks. I'm smarter than my professors. I think very highly of myself, and I'm on the vanguard of theoretical knowledge. As you can see, I'm going to be an excellent teacher. Oh hey, sorry, you caught me off guard, just being super healthy again. In all seriousness, nutrition real talk. It's really important, but it can be really difficult to teach. Basically, you always have to be the villain, telling everyone that their favorite foods are going to kill them and trying to convince them that eating rabbit food is really fun. Especially for adolescents, stacked on the issues we see in a 21st century classroom. You're going to see a lot of diversity from multicultural backgrounds, English language learners, and varying levels of readiness. This can make this an insurmountable task. So let's take a moment, we'll look at some of the issues that teachers are facing, and then I'm going to show you a really simple strategy to implement in your classroom.
21st century educators need to be more aware than ever of the composition of their classroom. They need to understand their students as individuals and educate accordingly. This means designing lessons that have to meet a wide variety of demands. As educators, we can rise to this challenge, creating quality lessons that respond in multiple ways, such as culturally responsive teaching, universal design for learning, embracing the digital age, and providing context and connections for our lessons.
A really versatile tool I want to show you is a graphic organizer called a gathering grid. Basically, it's a grid of customizable categories that allows students to organize and apply information they've learned from a resource. Why am I still wearing an apron? That's better? The resource I've chosen to exemplify is Canada's Food Guide, the First Nation, Inuit, and Métis edition. As you can see, I've carefully chosen 5 categories that I think best encompass what I would like students to take away from this resource. First and foremost, they have to identify the 4 food groups. Secondly, they have to take the serving size recommendations and apply it to themselves. Then they choose an example from the food guide for each group. Then next they choose an example that they would eat regularly at home. And finally, they need to select an image that represents the category. And voila! Through the magic of analog film editing, it can be filled out in mere seconds. Let's take a look at our chart.
This grid allows students to make meaning and context out of classroom resources. How can we take this even further? By digitizing the information into a Google Doc, the possibilities are nearly endless. Here's an example where students could collaborate in a group to combine the information that they've learned and share with each other. Let's review what we learned earlier about responses to classroom challenges and see how our graphic organizer stacks up. Our customizable organizer allows for the creation of inclusive categories. In this example, we were able to provide the opportunity for students to connect their own cultural foods. This format allows for variety via the ability to combine visuals and text, color coding, and supports reading, writing, and presentation skills. There's a great deal of flexibility in how students can choose to complete the categories. Graphic organizers lend themselves well to digital format, which allows for accommodations, translation, and efficient collaboration. They contribute to a student's ability to produce their own educational resources while learning how to organize and categorize information. By breaking down readings, students can make new connections in meaningful ways. Providing the opportunity to create their own examples, look for corresponding visuals, and calculate their own serving sizes, they are able to contextualize new information with previous understandings.
In conclusion, I hope I've been able to impart some of my vast wisdom on you that you can take away to your classrooms. Thanks for watching.